tricky to fish. Hey up, folks, fellow friends, subscribers, anglers, creators, YouTubers. What's going on? Welcome back into the channel. Welcome back to MVP Fishing. Welcome back to our channel. Yes, this is our channel. You guys have been asking for it. I've been doing it. Yep, this is a new spot. Yeah, this is, I'm basically a stone's throw away from the next bridge down by the, yeah, there are cars driving down that one. Yeah, this is the best angle I could get. We're still up maybe 26, 27 feet close to the levee, so we're just getting out here, gonna see what's hitting. Got a little Carolina rig split shot on here, and on the other one I've got about an ounce of weight. Gonna see what's hitting. Let me get these rods out. I'll get the other cell phone on and we'll check the chat. We will check the chat. Like, I've got an ounce weight on this one, hopefully. Yeah, this is a major current here. And some major snaggage too. Yeah, this stuff's depth too. Yeah, that 1 ounce weight took 5 or 6 seconds to hit the bottom. All right, hopefully you guys can see those rods real good. This is the best camera angle I could get. I mean, quite literally. I'm probably going to be standing here the majority of the day. Kind of got to get a rock face to stand on, obviously. I tried to get a good camera angle to where everyone could see everything, and hope I got a good one here. Might have been a bite on that one already. Yeah, I just pulled up in the scooter, tied on some little bigger weights, cast out. Yeah, that current, even that 1 ounce weight, it just got ripped down to the left. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get a place to stand and everything. I know where I need to stand on a camera view. It's just there ain't nothing to stand on here. Yeah, she's about 60 degrees. She's not too bad. Like a little icky looking clouds around, but they say like a 30% chance of maybe scattered storms. Maybe. You know what that means? Go out fishing. If it rains, it rains. What the hell? And I'll show you guys later. There's some, you see these pillars out here? These iron pillars where the barges park? They go all the way around here. I mean, just, yeah, everywhere. And there's logs and all kinds of crap snagged between them. Like I said, there's some major snaggage here. All right, let me go get the cell phone, turn on the hotspot data, and we will check the chat. We will check the chat here. All right, that is on. Just give that just a minute to hook up. Hopefully nothing's tried to pull my rod in while I'm doing that. This could be really good, or this could be, you never know. Sun's right over our head too, so we're gonna have a hard time seeing the chat. Got to find a spot where I can get in the shade. All right, let's turn this on. Come on. All the messages and everything are popping up. You know how that is. Get that off there. Amazon. You buy one bag of hooks from Amazon, and they got to send you messages from here to eternity. You know how that is. All right, let me go to MBP. You guys just tuning in, of course. Thank you. Let's see, half century. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. And Deneen, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. And Mrs. Skeeter, what's going on? Hi. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also have lovely Lizzie. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Lizzie says hello. And Anks, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Catch one for me, bud. I'll try. We're just getting started. We also have Army Mom. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Wow, that's irritating when I do that. I can't help it. My voice just does it. I can't help it. Annie Stevens, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Annie says howdy MBP and howdy chat. Let's see. We also have Fishing Gold. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. What's going on? Let's see. It says tight lines. Tight lines. Yeah, I'm sure I got to kind of change up these angles to hold in this current. So even a 1 ounce weight's going to be a little bit tricky. And this one, I don't even try to fight the current. It's got like a 1/4 of an ounce, 1/2 ounce on there or something. It's just meant to set right by the bank. You'd be surprised at kind of big fish that come into the shallows down in this river. We're down on the Mississippi, down by the Arch in St. Louis. We're even closer from our last trip. We're pretty much about maybe a 1/4 of a mile downriver from that spot that I usually fish. And you guys see why I don't fish these spots much? Because they're fish here. It's just hard to fish this crap, especially when the water's high. But that water is so high down there, you can't fish it at all. I gotta watch the waves down here too. Those barges get really close. It's a problem with this spot. I don't know how that friggin' happened. That snapped off. Crap. Luckily, I do have enough hooks and everything for the now. Now, if I do that 8 or 10 times, we're going to have a problem. Let me reread this, and I'll. It only takes me a minute to. One of the reasons why I don't like fishing these spots too is use a heck of a lot of tackle. All right, there's a hook. And where are my split shots? Let me tie this hook on here first. I'll find my split shots here. Only takes a minute to retie because I've got pretty simplistic rigs. I'll get back to the chat here in just a minute, folks. Let me get this rod back out here. All right, that's the hook tied on. Oh, I just need my split shots. Knew they were here. I'm getting low on them suckers too. Dang. My last 3 or 4 split shots. Yeah, if you guys want to help with fishing gear, PayPal and Cash App is linked in the description. Helps with a lot of fishing gear, you know, household stuff, bills, all kinds of stuff. It's not linked in the description. It's linked on my bio. Just takes a second to go visit that. Yeah, split shots clamped down. Yeah, I even got a pair of pliers, dang, and I got to clamp these split shots by hand. Stings. Yeah, that one's not holding in the right place. She's like way into the shallows. Didn't get snagged. That's one good thing. Found one spot out there. I'm not going to get freaking snagged every 5 seconds. I'll put on a couple more worms on this one. Yeah, I don't have much of a budget. I have to dig my own bait. Look around these shorelines, pick up lead weights and everything for that sort of stuff. Yeah. That one looks pretty dead. Kind of died on me in there. Yeah, garden variety, they're pretty fragile sometimes. And that dead worm might work. See, I'm not going to try to fight that current. I'm just going to go in closer. Because that current's just ripping her down. Make sure I'm not stepping on my cell phone. Where is it? There it is. If you guys have a chance too, don't forget to share me out with on your posts on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all those other places, Twitter, TikTok. Get a crowd in here. My mods don't get much work anymore. That one looks pretty good. Yeah, I just slide those split shots up and down there. I ain't got the pliers to clamp the suckers. Come on, reel. Yeah, I need to work on this reel. All right, that one's back out finally. Let that settle. I do have another rod I can rig up here. I was thinking maybe a still rig out here might be an interesting idea, but I'm still thinking about it. So check what is going on. Yeah, that glare is bad today. Check out all the way back here. We were way up here. And see fishing gold. Yeah, that's where I ended Mesquite. Said it's raining here. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it'll clear up. And release to the grease. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? And the release says, hey, Mesquite, how you doing? Mesquite says, doing okay. Real Life says, MBP, hello, everyone. We also have Adventures with NIMBY. What is going on? Morning. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in. A couple drops of rain. Interesting. Yeah, I can't pronounce that, but I appreciate you coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's a bite on that one. I saw that. Oh, I should have let him hit it. I should have let him hit it. He found that dead worm out there pretty good. Yeah, these are just garden variety worms. They don't have much scent, but you know, when they start to die, yeah, they start putting out scent then. And where was that? Well, that was like right out. That's right about there. That was a bite, folks. That rod was ping, 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 ping. Gotta watch them bites. You know how the fish like to, even the bigger ones like to ping down here so much. I think it's a little drum or something. You set the hook and your line starts peeling out. See, Adventure Winning Me says, morning all. And Miss Skeeter says, afternoon, Nimby. All right, 7 people in, 15 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. We're just getting started. There's some like kind of icky clouds around. I don't like the looks of them, but they said it's not going to rain, so I'm going to hopefully trust the weatherman, which I probably shouldn't do. We're quite a distance from many protected zones. I mean, it would be closer, to be honest, just to run up to the arch, because that's how far we are down closer to it. That's kind of time to get my baseball cap on. I'm starting to sweat out here. 67. I ain't used to these temps. Maybe if we catch some cut bait, I might cut up a drum or something. Like to have a small carp or something. You know, that crap never happens. You never catch a good piece of cut bait when you need it. You always catch them when there's nothing hitting. I mean, obviously it makes sense when fish are feeding on a particular bait fish, they're not worried about, you know, eating, they're worried about get the hell away from getting eaten. When there's nothing bugging them, yeah, that's when you catch them. Now, this is the best camera angle I could get in this spot. I mean, quite literally 8-10 inches back from you guys is like trees. That's how high the river is down here. We're up to pretty close to flood stage again. 26, 27 feet, something like that. She's at 30 feet. That's flood stage. That's where it's right up to the top of the levee, and they shut the river shorelines down here because the levee gets too soft, right? And they don't want people driving on it. Obviously, I mean, makes sense. I'm just kind of wondering where all the snakes are in the flooded water right now. Probably right underneath my butt. There are a lot of friggin' water snakes and a few water moccasins, a lot of copperheads down here. Go check the chat out, see what's going on. We got one bite already. Missed it, of course. No worries. Hopefully we'll have more. Let's see, what did I miss in chat here? Miss Skeeter says, Grease, and Reese Grease says, hey, Miss Skeeter, how you doing? And Miss Skeeter says, doing okay. And Fishing with Manu says, hi. Hi, Fishing with Manu, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Adventures with Nimi says, morning all. Yeah, again, I can't understand that language. If you could speak English, it would be okay, but don't worry about it if you can't. Miss Skeeter says, afternoon, Nimby. Well, I hope you guys can see me. Oh, yeah, I can see it. Okay. Not the greatest of that camera angles, but this is all I could get, really. I know we're up higher than I usually put the camera view, but you guys are up like this. Because there's nowhere to put it down here. It's just, if I put it that close, all you're going to see is this little spot. I wanted to put it over here, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Those rocks are getting hit heavily by barge waves, and I do not want to lose my camera. I hope this one didn't get snagged again. Tried to cast it out there a little deeper. And now those clouds go away, and now I'm dang cold. That's one bite on that one and one bite on that one, but I should have let that one hit him more. He was just pinging on it real gently. Could have been a drum, buffalo carp, could have been a, oh, there he goes again. I saw that. If he gave it a good hard ping again. When I put my baseball cap on, the dang clouds come over. And sixes one. Hopefully she's not snagged. Nope, she's not snagged. Woo! I found a spot I can cast without getting snagged. That's the hard part. Well, that's the first part of it. First part is getting out there so you don't get snagged. The second part is catching a fish. I'm going to let that end dangle like that. Maybe get something's attention. Let's see, where do I want to cast this? Like maybe right out here. Hopefully that'll settle by the time it reaches that main current. Just stop right in front of it. Yeah, don't worry, folks. I thought about it before I put my rods down. I'm set up in a spot where these rods are kind of, they don't look well protected, but they are. If something doubles those, they've got tons of weight on them, and they're just going to double over. I lost the rod the last time. I got it back. If you guys can see that across the way, that's a quarry. You know, they're loading up, I believe, just rocks and gravel on that other side. Something hit that. Let me check it out. Try to get more of that worm off. Looks okay though. None of the hook is exposed. That one's back out. Let's go check the chat, see what's going on. I know it's early for me. We got the battery charger on. Hopefully that'll push us over 4 hours. So we've got some time to fish. Are we pixelated real bad? Oh, looks okay to me. Lisa Grease says, hey, what's up? And Miss Skeeter and fishing with Manu. Ventures with NIMBY, Miss Skeeter, afternoon. Angie Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Yep, 21 likes. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. 8 people in. Yeah, if you guys could, share us out to, pop us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those places. We can go get a crowd in here. See, Anthony, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Anthony says, hey, Mike. And Miss Skeeter says, hey, Angie. Austin, you could visit me, Angie. I know how much, family and all that other stuff keeps you, you barely have time to get out fishing. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Angie and Skeeter, well, Mrs. Skeeter and Skeeter's channel, go check them out too. MBPFishing, that's an awesome channel. She was in yesterday. Watched her for quite a bit yesterday evening. And Mrs. Skeeter and Mr. Skeeter, they have their own channels too. Adventures with NIMBY, he's also a great channel. You guys check that out. Let's see, Michael Davis, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Michael Davis says, hey, Mike. Mike, hi, Mike. I like saying hi to myself. There's a lot of sticks and crap drifting down here. It should be interesting down here. This shouldn't be quite a small a fish down in this spot, but we should get some. Oh, there's a. Oh, just doubling it. Uh-oh. What the heck was that? What was that, folks? Was that a stick or something just pulled onto the line? I think that might, I'm not sure. That doubled it really hard. Ah, yep. Dang it. I'm not sure if that was a stick or not. That rod just doubled. Crap. I don't have many 1 ounces left. Now, let me re-rig this one again, too. That's the reason why I don't like fishing these spots. There's some big fish down here. I'm pretty sure that was a bite. It looked like a flathead. There's a bite on that one. Still hitting it. This is impossible. I can't. I'm going to get snagged every cast down here. Good googly. I might be starting to use washers down here because I ain't got that many weights left. Let me get this one re-rigged back up. I'm pretty sure that was a bite, folks. That rod just doubled over. Either that or a fish ran through my line. Which, it does actually freaking happen a lot down here. You get in these shallows and there's some big old grass carp and crap that come in here. But funny how it sat out there for 15, 20 minutes and then did that. All right, I'm going to have to improvise on this sucker. I do not want to lose any more weights in this spot, so I'm going to put about a 1 ounce lug nut on here. What the heck? It sounds stupid, but it's basically the same technique, except you're not gonna lose anything that you have to worry about. I've got containers of these lug nuts at home, so I don't want to lose any more hooks. So weight. So I'm gonna tie on this little lug nut. See if I can get the hook back on. All right. And we will just kind of. I suppose a stick would work good on this. Assuming I can find one that'll fit. And one that's not rotted to pieces. I just want to hold this weight in place. Suppose I could tie it. You don't need to tie weights on. It weakens that line so dang much. I'm just trying to get this rig back up, folks. Figure out how to do this without having to use all my dang weights up. Get snagged every five seconds down here. Better stick. Heck, I'll just tie her on. I don't like doing this because it kind of weakens your line quite a bit. I do have a bread wrapper in my pocket. When I think about that, guys, I forgot about that. This is a little trick I use sometimes when I'm running out of fishing gear and stuff. I usually keep a whole bunch of bread wrappers on me, and bread wrappers work as great weight stops. Let me show you how this works. Little tip here. I think you guys will like this. Dang it! Really? And that sucker pulled on that hard. I just pulled it right off the rock. And there's definitely some bigger fish down here. It's just they know where to hide. They're down here in this crap, and it's tough to get them out. So basically, you use a bread wrapper like this, right? You've got your weight down there. You take your bread wrapper, just put it right in the middle, right? And then you spin that sucker around about 5 or 6 times. Now this is it puts no stress on your line. It's not like tying another knot for a swivel. And then you do the same thing in the opposite direction on the other side. And this creates a perfect weight stop. Now the added advantage to this is if you loosen and tighten this just a little bit, you can slide that up and down the hook. I mean up and down the line, which basically allows you to change your depth at will. So you see how that's tightened on there? Now, if I wanted to loosen that, all I have to do is do that, and it slides. All right, that looks good. I forgot I had some of them in my pocket. And that just holds perfectly. See, now I've got a lug nut on there with a homemade weight stop. I think that might save you some tackle. I mean, how many of us have got tons and tons? I mean, everyone eats bread, right? So, well, almost everyone. And you got tons of those things at home. You just throw them away. Just put them in your drawer, and after you get maybe 40 or 50 of them, put them in your tackle box and start using them. Like 50 of them sounds like a lot, but how much bread do we use? We use a lot of bread. And every one of those breads have those bread wrappers on them. Little trick from MBP Fishing. Hope it helps you out. Yeah, there's something running through my line out there. Because that rod bounced again. And that sucker snagged. I'll get back to the chat here in just a second, guys. I'm trying to get this rod back out. Now, that wasn't a snag. As she pecked. Maybe she'll pull me off. I don't know. That's a little split shot. It's not that difficult to pull it off. And we're back out. We've got like a 1 ounce little Carolina rig. Cast that out there. And what? We're back out. Now, if I lose something, all I lose is my my hook. Yeah, I'm surprised that one doubled over. I missed it though. See, Real of Life, Miss Skeeter, Angie, yep, 21 thumbs up. And John Doe, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. And Doug Trout Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. See, Trout Fishing says, hi, Mike. How's it going? We're getting bites. It's just this spot. I've been bouncing around trying to find a nice, good spot when the water's high, and we've lost 3 weights already and 3 hooks. Now that one's double over the water. I missed it. And this one's gotten a few peck bites, and that's snagged out there. I'm hoping something pulls it off. I think a big boy is going to take that bait, Mike. I hope so. I hope so. And Chloe, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Chloe says, hey, I'm popping in. Just finished my tea away. Sort kids soon. All right, thanks for coming in, Chloe. Appreciate it. And let's see. Body, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Body says, let's get it. And Miss Skeeter says, hello, Chloe. And Doug Trout Fishing says, hi, Chloe. How was the cruise about today? Yeah, they said 30% chance of rain, but this looks weird. And Sky Blue Fishing, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Sky Blue says, good luck today. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hopefully we get some. Water looks pretty good. Picture looks pretty good. All right, let's save the chat. 13 people in, 28 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you. It keeps going up and down in temperature down here. I mean, 1 minute I'm sweating my butt off. The next minute I want my jacket back on. Because you guys know this water temperature is like 45, 46 degrees, if that. Now you get a little bit of breeze goes off that, and suddenly you're cold, even if it's 65 degrees. I'm hoping something pulls this off, but you know, chances are it ain't gonna happen. I have to figure out some way to do this without getting snagged every 5 seconds. Maybe if I'm walk this to the point, maybe it'll come off. I don't know what that is. There goes another hook. Hook and weights. Well, that's our 4th one down here. Might be starting to put lug nuts on this one too. Well, let's see if I can find something else to rig this up with. I know the technique I want to keep using. It's just I got to fight through all these rocks and crap. I need to find a hook for this, and I'm sure I've got a lug nut about the right size for a split shot. That'll work. That's about ½ ounce. She's starting to sprinkle. Cute. I ain't saying nothing. 30% chance of showers. Oh boy. Hopefully this is just passing shower. She's starting to rain out here. I don't see any lightning or anything, so we should be okay. Knock on wood. Please no lightning. Please no lightning. I do want some lightning today. Let me get my cell phone, put her underneath somewhere where she's going to stay dry. That should be okay there. Worms, where's my lid? I mean, I don't smell any rain. So this might be just like a little passing misty stuff. See that bouncing it? Dang it, hit it, buddy. Yep, she's starting to rain out here, folks. A little mist ain't gonna bother me. Got to close up all my gear here once I get this on here, though, because I don't want to get all my equipment wet. Let's see if I can. Now look at this. The sun's gonna try and come out. That's some weird freaking weather we're having right now, right? Misting rain and sunshine. That's spring weather for you. 1 second it's sunny and hot, and the next second it's raining. Is that a nice hook? That's a trouble hook. It's a little big. Yeah, that's just a little big. All right, where's a nice little hook in here? I got hooks in here. I just got to find a sucker. That's a nice little hook. That'll be perfect. It looks like it's going to be one of those days where I'm going to have to go through a lot of washers and lug nuts and stuff to keep on fishing, because lead may be cheap, but it's not free. Let me trim this line. All right, if you guys are just tuning in, thank you. Appreciate it. Don't forget to double tap that screen. You know, those 3 dots up on top. If you could share us out. That would be awesome. Let me just trim this line up here. All right. All right, that looks pretty good. Fast as I can re-rig down here. Yeah, we're just using lug nuts right now because this is way too snaggy. And even this, I'm losing hooks. That's maybe, about a ½ ounce. I said I thought these clouds looked a little funky. I could just ride back out here and we'll check the chat out. Don't worry, folks. Be there in just a second here. Yeah, these little worms, I have to dig them, and they're kind of small. You'd have to take like 7 or 8 of them just to get on the hook, just to get enough to get a potential bite on them. All right, that looks pretty good. Just a nice little gob of little white worms. white worms, red worms, black, just a whole bunch of plethora of little bitty freaking worms. And then I got in that main current and instantly snagged too. Just instantly. I instantly got that sucker snagged. Hopefully that'll do. Set there. I should probably check this one out. And guess what? Yep. Snag too. This must just be one gigantic pile of crap down here. Check the chat out and see what's going on. See, Skeeter's in the house. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. And see, stay fishy. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Stay fishy says Miss Skeeter. And Billy Bob, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Billy Bob says hello, everyone. And Skeeter with the hello. And Mrs. Skeeter says, thanks, stay fishy. And Billy Bob says, Skeeter. Miss Skeeter says, hey, Billy Bob. And Billy Bob says, Miss Skeeter. Skeeter says, Billy Bob. And see, Stay Fishing says, it's springtime, bro. It happens here in Central Oregon. Yeah, it's weird freaking weather. Yeah, it's purple that way. Unfortunately, that's what's coming. I don't see any lightning, so. And False North, what's going on, Jason? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Jason's channel too, you really should. And let's see, Mrs. Skeeter says, not much. Let's see, Oregon. And Clint Cage, what's up, man? What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, we're trying out here. It's Snag City. The water's up 26 feet, up just a couple feet from flood stage. There are fish here. We've gotten bites. It's just we're getting snagged every dang cast. I'm going through half a dozen lug nuts just trying to keep, because I don't want to use up all my lead weights down here. I mean, they basically hold the same. It's just I've got a big bucket of them. Of course, I still am wasting the hooks. Yeah, she's still misting rain. It looks like our 30% chance of rain is going to be turning into 100% here in just a second. Reminds me, while I've got a minute to spare, I better close up this tackle box because it looks like it's about ready to pour down rain. No lightning and stuff, so I guess I'll fish through it. Might have to take the battery extender off because that not sure about the good thing of one of them things getting wet. You guys can see it's getting darker and darker. If I got to and it's really pouring down, I might have to put the backpack over the top of the camera so it doesn't. I'll try not to block the view, of course. There's nowhere to stand back here. Hope there's a bite on my claw rod. He was pecking on it. And those are pretty well snagged, but at the same time, they're just, I'm sure they're stuck in rocks. So if something pulls hard, it should just pull them right out. Yeah, she's getting dark fast. Only thing I really have to worry about getting wet is my scooter. And that's just the control spot and the charger plug spot. Everywhere else is waterproof. I got a distinctive feeling we're about to get wet. Well, I'm about to get wet. You guys can stay dry. It's like, well, I'm not getting wet, man. You're the one going to get wet. This is a great little back current, but it seems like there's way too much brush and crap out there to fish it. And I haven't fished this since they put these rocks down here. That's like 4 or 5 years since I've been down this far. Yeah, the last time I fished this getting cold again. This stuff wasn't here. These rocks, this is new. Yeah, that crap is new. Funny, that ground is like warm as hell, and yet the air is cold. Let's just check that chat out again. Let's see, False North says, run! Clint Cage, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Billy Bob, 12 people in. 38 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to keep fishing until either I run out of friggin' gear, my battery goes dead, or I catch a couple good fish. Or the first bolt of lightning. You guys know how I am about lightning. Oh, you're quite welcome, Jason. Yeah, Jason does a lot of magnet fishing. That's a big ass freaking log. He rides his bike out there to a local like small river, and he'll throw that big old magnet out there and try to see if he can snag onto some metal. Skeeter says, awesome view, Mike. Thanks, Skeeter. It took me forever to get a nice, cool little view of the river. I would like to have had it over here so you guys could see like the 4 miles of shoreline that's straight down to the arch, but there's nowhere to put it here. I mean, the water's just too freaking high. I'd love to have a camera like right here, but then you're not going to see me, so. I mean, I got to be in the view somehow, right? Yeah, that stuff is just. Yeah, now I can smell that rain. Hope my chat's not overflowed. I finally got a spot where this one's not going to get snagged. I got to remember exactly where I threw that. I think I threw that right straight out so that it doesn't bounce much. Let that sink, sinking. All right, on the bottom. That lug nut still weighs about an ounce, half ounce, like that. And this one's snagged up again. I've got, the only other idea I've got is a jig head. That might actually work. If I put like a 1/8 ounce jig head on, I can cast in these spots, still hold, and that jig head will bend out on me. Because this is just going to break off too again. Yep. Yeah, I'm fixing to put on like a jig head right here, because obviously that current I cannot hold out there. It. Huh. What happened? So the weight come off, and the hook. Huh, that's interesting. I think I'm just going to put on like a jig head on this one. That way I can still fish, yet at the same time, I'm not going to get snagged as bad. And if I do get snagged, it's going to come out on me. Assuming I still got a few big jig heads in here. Where would I put that jig head? It was in there. That's a spinner bait. Oh, duck! Duck! You guys didn't get to see them. He saw me and took off before you guys got to see him. It's going to be one of these days where I'm picking through everything to find something to use. Could just go with a small weight right by the bank, like that one. An idea. I need a hook now. Got a dozen little hooks in here. Come on, buggers. Come on, you little buggers. Where are you guys? There's not. That's a jig head. When you don't want to find a jig head, you can't find one. When you find one, you don't want to find one. Maybe a little bullet weight will work better. Just a straight bullet weight with a small hook. Two advantages here. If I do get the hook snagged, these little gold hooks will bend out before the line will break. And that bullet weight is pointed, so it should move through the rocks a little better. And it's starting to rain again. Yep, we knew it was coming. As soon as I open that box, suckers, close it up again. Bad luck or something. Bad luck or something. I don't know. Trim up this line real quick. All right, we're back. Get off the stick. We're back. A little bit different rig. A little lighter. Hopefully it won't get snagged as bad. We're going to get in closer to the bank. Because I see no reason why they wouldn't be in here by the bank. I mean, there's not that heavy a current in here. I mean, I always Carolina rig this eventually, but I'm just going to put her straight on the bottom right now. If she's starting to rain again, I'll worry about my other cell phone. I saw the 30% chance of rain on the weather forecast. I'm like, oh, 30% chance. That means it might rain, it might not. They could have said a 30% chance of, you know, chances are it's going to rain. It's just not going to rain that much. It wasn't on there like that. Whatever. Out fishing. No worries. Yeah, there's a pillar right to the right. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm going to cast right over here, right by it. Pretty shallow in there. Oh, it's a lot deeper right there. That must drop off real fast right here, real quick. That's like maybe 2 feet deep there. It's like maybe 5 or 6 right here. All right, let's check the chat. I haven't done that in a while. 12:02. See what is going. Oh, got him. Fish on. Yikes. Man, that fish tried to pull the rod in. Boy, he's diving. What have I got? What have I got here? Well, that's fighting good. Must hit him right in the friggin' head. A big drum. That's a 5 or 6 pound drum. That's the biggest drum I've seen in a while. That's a big drum. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to lift this one. That'll break this line. I touched him, so no skunk. I just gotta get him. Yeah, he's mean. Come on, buddy, give me a break. There we go. Yeah, that's a big drum, folks. Actually, that's probably about a 7 pound drum. She's full of eggs or something. And I got him, of course, right in the friggin' jaw. Won't you hate it when you get him in the jaw? Because it won't come out. Gotta jiggle it and jiggle it and jiggle it until it comes loose. I double hooked him too. So the first part is getting the first hook out. There's the first part out. And there's the second. Whew. That's a big drum, folks. Biting the other rod. Oh, come on. Right in the middle of trying to do this. This always happens to me. I sit down in a spot for so long and don't get a bite. And I start getting bites on both rods. But yeah, that's about a 6 or 7 pound drum. That's probably about a 7. That's a big drum. Beautiful fish, though. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Whew. Yeah, something was doubling this over too while I was trying to work on the other one. Yeah, I kind of see what would happen with this one. Hang on, Chad. Let me get these rods back out and I'll check the chat out. Yep, right before these storms coming in, looks like. All right, that one's ready. Yeah, like that little bullet weight. It's just kind of switching around, figuring out where they're holding and everything. Well, let me check the chat right now. Assuming I didn't lose my cell phone, what did I do with it? Oh, crap. Don't tell me I dropped my cell phone in the water or something. I don't see it anywhere. So I was manning chat right here, right? I was manning chat right here, and I put that cell phone down right here. Oh, Lord. Let me back up a step. There it is. Right behind my butt. Right behind my butt, folks. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Team Quack Attack, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see. Pierre Coops, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Miss Skeeter says, hello, Pierre. And the Nature Channel. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. 102. Yeah, 6 people in, 42 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we just caught about a 6 or 7 pound drum and missed another bite on the other rod. We're finally starting to find some fish now. We're just using like little garden variety red worms and other stuff I could dig up. Yeah, I kind of don't have the money to buy, you know, bait right now. Some skipjack herring or not, or some bigger night crawlers would be nice. By the way, it's something I needed to do too. I haven't quite got to it yet. I haven't quite gotten to that yet. Hey, get out of there. You don't belong on there. Get these rods back out. I'll get that done and we'll check the chat out again. That was like right there. That was really close to the friggin' bank. It was like right there. And it's actually pretty deep right there. Honestly, I'm surprised it's about 7 or 8 feet deep right there. It must have dug out. Current or something. I mean, it kind of makes sense. They've got this water concentrated right here. And it's ripping around this side. So kind of makes sense to be really deep right there. That looks pretty good. I have a feeling those bites out there deeper are not drum. That was a big old drum. That sucker fought. He's peeling drag out. All right, there's some much better worms. I know I had some worms in there. You know how worms are. They dig straight to the bottom. Sprinkling rain out here. Got some storms coming in, but we're going to keep on fishing, folks. I don't see any lightning, and I didn't hear anything about any thunderstorms. That's the one good thing I heard. I didn't hear any thunderstorms possibilities. It's like 65, so the rain's not uncomfortable. I mean, don't feel too bad. Freaking, that sucked. Freaking reel. I need some upgrades in my tackle. That's about the same spot. Let that sink. All right, that looks pretty good. On stay up rod. That needs to be moved a little bit so it stays up better. That can be turned around. All right, that looks better. All right, we're back out again. Whew. Yeah, I must hit that drum right in the head. Natural Channel 102. I wonder if there's something wrong with my chat. Well, we only got 6 people in. Well, only I don't mind if one person's in here, to be honest. Let's see if I can do this. Looking like should be a mod. So let me yeah, she's looking pretty funky up there, unfortunately. She's looking pretty funky up there. Fight, hang on. Oh, got him. Another big drum. Another big drum. Not as big as that first one. Yeah, this is what I'm getting snagged on, folks. This crap. This stuff's growing up everywhere. And another sucker swallowed my dang hook. Give me back. All right, got her back. That's a cool little drum. That's a pretty guy. Yeah, see you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, them guys are tough. You ain't got to worry about, tossing them back in a little bit. Mind you, I don't throw them. Whew, yeah, that wind got cold. And Team Quack Attack says, nice. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Get off the rocks. Yeah, it was sunny and warm out here when we started. And it dropped temperature really quick. And it took me about 6 hooks and about 3 weights and about 4 lug nuts to figure out which angle to fish this spot. I figured it out finally. That rain's getting worse. Jeez Louise, what the hell was that? I'm sure the camera caught that. What was that? Well, I hope you guys saw that on camera. Anybody see what that was? Whatever that was, like 20, 30 pounds, just jumped totally out of the water. Yeah, the rain's going to keep getting heavier and heavier. Evidently, that 30% chance of rain is a 100% chance of rain. Another bite. Make sure my cell phone stays dry. Finally start to find the fish. Crap. I'm sure this is just a passing shower. Cell phone somewhere where it's going to stay dry. All right, it should be okay there. I'm not sure how that cell phone's going to work in the rain. Instead of hoping this is just a passing shower. For me, 30% chance of rain says it's not going to rain all day. It might rain once, might have some sprinkles or something. Not 30% chance of storm, 30% chance of rain. Let's bite on the close rod again. And sorry about that. The screen's all wet. I had to dry her off. Sorry about that, folks. We're back on. Hopefully we weren't off for too long. Yeah, we lost all our viewers. Crap. And Randy Rhino, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yeah, the screen got wet here. It's, you know, drizzling rain. We've caught 2 pretty big drums so far. Trying this new spot. We're snagged up quite a bit. We're out here still fishing. Had to dry the screen off because it was acting up. And see, what's up, Pop? What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Yeah, see the screen every day. Yeah, rain was coming down pretty good for a minute or two there. Yeah, it got the screen wet, and it knocked it off. Sorry about that. We lost all our viewers. Crap. Oh well. It was only off for like a minute or two. Son of a gun. Sheesh. What's up, Pop says, hey, Mike. And Randy says, Mike, MBP. Radunsky. And see, Purnell, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Purnell says, hello, Mike. Yeah, the camera was off for a minute or two there. We had, she got wet, so she knocked the camera off on us. You know, when the screen gets wet, it tends to think it's getting pressed in certain areas, and it's actually not getting pressed, so it's just the water. I don't know what that's called. Ghost pressing or something? I don't know. Caught two pretty big drum, one about 7, probably over 7 pounds actually, and one about 2 pounds. Had a few really hard bites in this spot. I had one just double this rod over rod deep, and I lost like 6 or 7 hooks and 6 or 7 weights and a whole bunch of lug nuts trying to hold in that spot. And it's just impossible to do it in this without losing all your gear. And that last one doubled it over before I switched the little hook, and I still missed the sucker. Ah, get off it! Crap. There we go. Yeah, she's still raining too, but the clouds look like they're clearing up. They said a 30% chance of rain. Yeah. Oh, whatever. We're out here fishing. We're out here catching fish. And here comes more rain. Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. What are you going to do? Hope the mic feed's working. It's acting like no one's hearing me. Mic feed still on or something? Yeah, she's still connected. And she's still raining. Yeah, she's blowing into the front of the camera back there. So the screen's getting wet. I got to keep going back there and drying it off. Pop says, "Here you fine." All right, thanks. Appreciate that. And we lost all our viewers. We're about, I don't know, a minute off, and everyone went bye-bye. And these are some tough spots to fish. I think we're going to let that soak. I might see what's going on with this other rod. Hopefully it's not snagged up, because this is the only one I've got out deeper in it. Yep, it's still getting snagged out there. See that? Every freaking cast will get snagged out there, no matter what you do. I try and Carolina rigs, still rigs, split shots. It's just the bottom's covered in this crap. I mean, it's just, and the stuff over there is rooted in still. Over here, it's died off at least. Now the sky is going to go clear. Probably the sun will pop out again. And that stuff you ain't got to worry about. That stuff's past us. That just went over the top of us. That's the rain we just got. Just enough to get you damp. I was complaining about 20 minutes ago about being hot. Had to take my jacket off, and guess what? Yep, had to put it right back on. My big fat mouth. Oh, boy. We found some active fish at least. I mean, it took me a while to find them. We were getting some bites out there deep. I had one just double that rod over on this one. Like a nice, slow, flatty pull. And I set the hook and it's just snagged. And this one, something tried to pull the rod in while I was landing that other drum, and I missed it because it was snagged too. And guess what? It's snagged again. This is the only spot I can fish over here that I'm not getting snagged every freaking cast. All right, 5 people back in. Yay, 50 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you coming back. Sorry about the disconnection. The screen got wet back there, and we had to. Was a bite. Oh no, that's a stick. You sucker! Get off it. Well, come off. Look at that. A little piece of grass. Sucker. I put a couple little worms on this hook too, because even that night crawler, as big as it is, seems like they want some movement. And where do I put my worms? Yeah, I'm defungulated today. Screwed. It's just screwed, and yeah, I'm a little off today. They were right behind me again. Put a couple little worms on the end of this. And guess what? Yep, it's going to start raining again. It'll stop for a minute and start and stop and start and stop and start. Wonderful. You get the humidity jack up for a minute or two and you'll start sweating, and then suddenly you'll ice cold rain and weird weather. Yep, the sun's trying to come back out now. Blue sky. Oh boy. Checking that chat. Got the cell phone here. Look for the bite on the one that snagged out there. You got to pull hard and a little peck, peck, peck to get that off. Yep, sun's coming back out. And look at all this crap washing down river. A lot of little sticks, and makes you wonder how much it's raining upriver from us right now. Makes you wonder, don't it? I'm sure there's some more fish in here besides a few drums. You can guarantee that. I would just love to fish out there deeper in that stuff out there, but I can't afford the gear. I mean, I can't. I already lost almost all of my my lead weights, and I'm down to steel washers. Over here, it's not as bad. Of course, it's not nearly as deep. It's only like 7 or 8 feet deep. It's like 20 to 30 out there. This is basically where the barges park. They'll come up here, parked here, and tie to those big iron things and wait for an opening to pick up their corn and grain and soybean and all that stuff, and then move back up or down river. Thank you, sun. Yep, sun came back out. Let's see. Nobody really. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody real says we. Yeah, if you guys haven't done that, double tap that screen, those couple dots up on the top, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff out. Put that on post, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you can put it out. Get some crowds in here. And Jay Fishing, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Yeah, nice drizzle, rain. It'll go from raining 1 minute to like blue sky the next, and raining again. And caught two pretty big drum. One like 7-8 pound big drum. Now I thought for sure I had a carp or something on. Let's see, nobody really. And Purnell says, "Hey, Jay Fishing. Hey, I got some of my friends in. Woohoo! As long as I got my friends in, I'm fine." This is a new spot. I mean, to be honest, if I was going to go for a protected zone, I'd be closer to go down to the arch down here than actually to go up to the levee, because that's how close we are to the arch. I mean, you guys have been through St. Louis. This is quite literally the bridge that goes across over into Illinois. East St. Louis, South St. East St. Louis, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm terrible with names. And you guys don't have to worry about those clouds. It's those clouds. Because that stuff, we already had that. It poured down rain for about 20 minutes. No lightning or anything, so what the heck? I'll come stay out fishing. Let's see. Jay Fishing says, "Hey, Purnell. How are you?" Is scooter okay up there? Yep. I had to put a plastic bag over the controls on my scooter because that's how much rain it was coming down. I don't want that sucker getting wet. I did find a spot I can cast without getting friggin' snagged every time. That's a good thing. I lost God knows how many hooks down here already trying to find it. That sucks. I want that further out. Which means I'm going to have to stand up. I know I'm lazy. Give me a break. I'm 57. That's better. I'm not sure what the bottom is down here right now, because they redid down here in the last 3 or 4 years since I've been down this far. All these rocks, this stuff wasn't here. They just threw this stuff here recently. I guess to stop, erosion and other crap. Yeah, I probably went through 5 hours worth of hooks and weights down here today. That's gonna really cut into my freaking budget. But I needed to find a spot down here. I had to find some area that I could cast without getting snagged every 5 seconds. We found it, and we're catching fish. See, Jay Fishing says I'm good. And let's see, Purnell says, "Good, brother. How are you?" Yeah, we got a significant delay on that sucker. Yeah, I'm sure that one down there further snagged to hell. What the hell? Something might pull it out. Something might pull it out. Yeah, I'm just off the camera feed. Hi. No worries. And there goes the sun again. Dang it. Come back, son. Come back. Come back. Baby, come back to me. I was wrong. And I just can't live without you. Hey, it's not me. Just my friends in the feed today. What the hell? I'll be singing. I'm just happy the rain stopped. I really am. And not getting skunked. I hate skunks. Thank you, old stinky, yucky skunks. Say, Jay Fishing says, nice spot. Yeah, there should be some big ones setting in here. I already have one on my my close rod there. He just doubled it over. That had to have been a flathead. And that rod just went like that big back tail just moving forward with it, and it was snagged. So when I set the hook, nothing happened. That was out there deeper. It's hard to fish that crap out there. I'm assuming just like here, it keeps going out that way, chunk rock. Because that's the way it feels on the bottom. I sang and everyone left the feed. Wonderful. I guess I know how my singing is. Hey, Jay, we got the whole channel to ourselves. We got the whole channel to ourselves right now. I'm still here, folks. Hi. One person in, 52 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Ah! How'd you go up like that, volume? It did it on its own. You see that the screens on my cell phone crap are wet. We're just sitting here fishing, you know. I'll move into the camera feed just a little bit so you guys can see me. You'll be able to see me by now. Yep. See? See, I'm here. I just don't like killing the view. I mean, this is a beautiful view. Those storms going across the river over there. I don't want to stand in the dang way. Oh, Purnell, I'll hear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess YouTube's acting along Looney Tunes again. Purnell, you're a good friend too. Thank you. Yeah, we got the whole channel to ourselves today. And Jerry Hager, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Jerry Hager says, good afternoon, y'all. Yeah, I'm here. This is such a beautiful view. I don't want to mess it up. And I got a stick on my line. Hang on. Ah, crap. That stick just ruined everything. Pulled me into a snag. Crap. They don't seem to like night crawlers down here right now. I don't know why. Now, when I got a night crawl out there, it got pulverized. But the drum and the buffalo and a carp and grass carp, they want the smaller worms. And there was something in the feed. I got to check that. There was something that quite literally 6 or 7 feet right here, just all the way out of water, 15, 20 pounds. And I wasn't looking, but it's right on the camera feed. And that's going to make a heck of a short. I'm going to be, they're teasing me again, folks. They're doing it to me again. Either that or it was a dang beaver. Could have been a beaver. That's how big it sounded. I'm kind of sitting still, so they might not see me until the last second. All right, that one looks good again. I know that screaming Greg. This is my cat rod. I had it out there deep, but it kept getting friggin' snagged. So I just said, heck, what, I'm going to put a little weight on it, throw it by the bank again. Get most of the bites in by the bank anyways. There's some big ones out there deep, but I can't fish that crap. See, Purnell says, and Purnell says, hi, Jerry. And Jerry says, hello, Purnell. Not a lot of folks in right now. I know I'm early on my feed. It's just such a beautiful day. I wanted to get out. I mean, it is. We have like a little sprinkle rain here and there, a little heavy at times, but 15 minutes of it, 20 minutes of it, and then the sun comes back out, and it'll start raining again, the sun, and this is an awesome spring day, to be honest. I don't mind those little showers. It's them dang bolts of lightning I don't like. Maybe if I point my head towards the camera, maybe people will come in. I don't know. What do you think? Think they're not gonna be mind my ugly mug? There might be one other spot over here. But that's such a another cliffy spot. It's one of those spots that are like friggin' that kind of shoreline. Now, worst thing about it is, if it was like 3 feet lower than this, I'm pretty sure this all turns to sand because I can feel it on the bottom. There's chunk rocks and everything, and over here, but it would be within range that I could fish, 7, 8 feet out, and I'd get right back in the sand. People in 53 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you guys have been wanting new spots. And we're way downriver. I burned up a quarter of my battery charge coming down about a couple more miles downriver. I kid you not, we're close enough to where I can hear people down on the arch grounds. That's how close we are. Keeping my eye on them seeking rods. You never know when they're going to try to get pulled in. I proved that fact the last time I was out fishing. I went, hey, folks, and I went over and, where's my rod? I hope you guys saw that short. Jay Fishing says, hi, Jerry. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out that short, I picked up pretty interesting audio content. I wasn't sure if it would blend really good with it, but when I did a zoom in on what happened, it's in there somewhere. I put out another 2 or 3 shorts after it. YouTube seems to be pushing my shorts a lot more than my live feeds right now. But I get to talk and chat with my friends and family on YouTube on the live feed, so I'm going to do both. So Hope people don't notice I gave YouTube the raspberries. You ain't gonna stop me, YouTube, from doing no live feeds. I'm gonna keep doing my dang on live feeds. Let's see. Jerry says, hello, Jay Fishing. Yeah, they were hitting right before that storm. I think they calmed down here for a second. They'll start working up again. You can guarantee that they're going to start working up again. And I'll tell you something, if they're that close over here on this right side, maybe I'm casting out too far on the left side. Because if they're in that close over here, chances are they're over there too, except that's a different structure. That's like rocks and stuff, while this is mud and roots and stuff. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to have to break off this one to the left, but I'm going to retie and put a much smaller weight on it. Probably have to retie it, hopefully. Is that me or was that a fish? That line's freaking tight. It wasn't tight a second ago. Yep, that ain't coming off. Oh, it did. It came off. Woohoo! It came off. That's got to be just rocks. Yeah, I still don't have any extra money right now to pay for bait. So guess what? I'm digging up the only worms I can get. In a week of this, 60-degree weather, I can start getting 20 or 30 night crawls a day. Today, I got 5. And I dug for an hour. And I'm just using washers. I've used up enough weights today. I'm not wasting any more. Those suckers I got to buy. They too dang expensive. All right, that one's getting bite trapped by the bank, so heck with it. I'm gonna put this one right by the bank too. Probably wind up getting a little drum on it, a little flathead, a big ass flathead, or a miscellaneous species. I have no idea what it's gonna be, or just snagged. One of them options is probably going to happen. I don't know which one. One good thing about bullet weights, you guys. Uh-oh. What happened? I did not just do that, did I? Oops. I hit the line. Gonna have to retie this. I was wanting to clamp that weight down, but nicked the line. That's all right. After that big old drum I caught, I really needed to retie anyways. I'm sure Justin is on live feed and Skeeter's on live feed. A lot of folks fishing today. No worries. I enjoy being out here with you guys, chatting, fishing, enjoying the day. This river can't stay up forever. She'll start dropping here soon enough. She gets down a couple more feet, and we'll start hitting the big old fish again. And there's still the option of getting them down here. It's just with the water as high it is, you got a lot more water to cover and a lot more area for them to live in. They're not as concentrated. You ever try to tie a hook so there's no tag in? It's kind of tricky. Now, don't do this again, Michael. I just want this weight clamped down a little bit like a split shot. And bullet weights, the smaller ones, they actually clamp down pretty easily. You just got to make sure you don't nick your line in the process. Nope, still not there. I ain't hitting the sucker. There it goes. That's right now. Now it just turned into a little split shot. It's pretty easy to open back up too. You just take a nail and stick it right through. It goes right back through. That night crawler wasn't working out there. That's the third night crawler I've had where I've cast it out deeper. It gets some good bites, but the ones in shell, they just don't seem to like them. Hang on, let me get this rod back out and I'll check the chat. No worries. Yeah, it just got hot as heck again. I mean, it just jumped temperature 15 degrees. I'll have to take my jacket off again. I quite literally am sweating again. That's the problem with these little worms is they'll work. It's just you gotta put a ton of them on there. I put 7 worms on there to make enough to cover that hook. And I got a little friggin' number 4 or 6 or something. Really small. Look at the sticks on my dang line down here. Crap. Fishing this river in this level, so much maintenance. All right, they both look pretty good. Let me go get this jacket off again and check the chat. Whew. Yep, she's getting warm again. All right, I don't know if anyone else is in here new, but if you could, double tap that screen for me. Double tap, and those little double, dots at the top, make sure to pop those, share the channel out. Let's get a crowd in here, folks. Let's get a crowd in here. And Orp, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Saving Private Orp. Let's see. We Saving Private Orp says MVP. It hasn't been a total loss. I mean, we got rained on, caught one big, big old drum. 7, 8 pounders, the biggest one of those I've caught in a while. Let's see, Randy Rhino says, Brother Purnell. And Purnell says, Randy. Yeah, buddy of mine kind of explained if you share things out, like if you guys got a Facebook page, pop that little that link in Facebook. Instagram, Twitter, whatever other places you use. Kind of helps bring in a crowd. Let's see. Purnell says, let's see. See, MacGyver, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Yeah, it might be time for another purge. I think I might be over 60 or something moderators again. I know like 4 or 5 people only come in for one feed and then kind of, because I You know, I put the wrenches out whenever people ask, but it hasn't been. I've had a lot of folks, you know, subbing and everything to everyone. So, and Crystal, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Crystal says, "Yep, time for purge." It might be. I hate to. I mean, I just going through all that crap again. I'm gonna mod up the same majority of the same 40, 35, 40 people because I want you guys to all have wrenches. Get off me, fly. She fly, don't bother me. We're trying different spots down here. We're fishing, you know, new areas. Trying different techniques. I tried a still rig out there. Got one good bite, but she got me snagged. The water's just so high right now. It's hard to fish anywhere else. Ooh, that's a big rock. Yeah, we guys, we're right upriver from another granary, and right across the river from a big coal mine. You know, where they store that coal and, you know, ship it and, you know, use it for the trains and the barges and all that other stuff. Plus these, you know, these pilings things. That's where they tie off the barges. You know, when they get them stacked up, they get them up and down the river. They got these things, you know, scattered up and down the river so the barges can tie up. And they'll tie up there for days sometimes. Especially when the water gets too low, it gets them a spot where they can tie up without having to worry about getting snagged up and banked up. Let's see. Alvin, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Alvin says, "Hi, Jay Fishing." And Alvin says, "Hi, Randy." Alvin says, "Hi, MBP. Hi, everyone." See, Purnell says, "Come on back, people." Yeah, we had, it went off for about a minute because of the rain. The screen got wet, and I ran over there, and I you know, I reset it, and, you know, everyone had left. Oh, well. I got my friends and my family on YouTube, people I like to talk to and chat to. That's always a good thing to have someone to chat to when you're down on a river. See, Alvin says, "Hi, Jay Fishing." Yeah, if anyone needs a wrench, just let me know. Trying to jiggle that thing out of them rocks, but it doesn't always work. The bullet weight does come out of the rocks a little better. It's not 100%, but it's better than getting all my crap snagged. Yeah, we've caught one pretty big drum, another smaller one. Drum, white perch, whatever you want to call them. Get off here, you little sucker. And this stuff's drifting everywhere right now. It's crap. Making everything a nuisance. Get off here. I guess that was a plane. We've had some showers in already today. Nice little rainstorms to make things interesting. It's still pretty dang deep there. It's like 7 or 8 feet. I mean, where my line is, I'd be over my head. So I know there's enough water for fish coming in. With my coffee. Tell you what, I already lost the camera feed yesterday because I wasn't manning the battery. What are we at right now? We're at 58%. All right, let's just make sure she's zoomed in still. All right, looking good. I better just remove this battery extender. We'd be down to about 40%. We're hunting, fishing every day. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. That's awesome. And fishing with Kaidra. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Kaidra says, hey. And how's everyone doing today? Okay, I mean, I'm glad the rain stopped. Dang it, that stick. Boy, that's a big one. Get away from my line. Get away. Yeah, that's a tree there. And it's going to hit this one too. Well, telling me I got to recast. Don't get... They're nutting out there. Yeah, it's a little bit more maintenance when you're fishing down on a river, which is flooding. The water's rising. That means you have trees floating by on occasion. Sorry about that. Let's see. What did I miss in chat? See, Hunty says, it's been raining all day here. It's been off and on here. Sun keeps popping out, though. I mean, we'll have... That's why I took my jacket off. It got, really, really warm after rain. And guess what? It's starting to cool off again. So she's just popping around. Let's see, Danny, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yep, stupid log won't listen. Yeah, it just kept... And guess what? It's coming right back around again. And MacGyver says the Missouri River has whole trees going down it. Yeah, there are some. Just please don't wish one upon me, please, MacGyver, don't do that. Fishing with Creator says it's 80 degrees here in Mississippi. You had to tell me that too. I would love 80-degree temps. I really would. We've had 180-degree day all friggin' spring. And usually we'll have like 90-degree days in spring, and then it'll get cold again, and it'll get... We haven't gotten any of that crap this month. See, Jay Fishing says, hey, hunting. Purnell says it's 8 degrees in South Texas. Purnell, I'll time you out. I will. I'll time you out. And Jay Fishing says, hey, Kaidra. And Hunting says, that's some good news at least. And Hunting says, that sucks, stupid trees. Yeah. Let's see. Hunting says, hey, Fishing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had you as a mod. So if you want to be a mod, I can put you in so you can, check out, people from the chat. I'm going to have to reset these soon enough anyways. There you go. And Kaidra, too, I will put your wrench as well. That way you guys can check the chat out and everything. I can't do that from that cell phone. It won't let me do it. I mean, even if I'm on my account, it won't let me freaking do it. Don't ask me. YouTube craziness. I'm off the chat. I'm off the feed again. All right, there I am. Woohoo! I can see myself again. Oh, you're welcome, Kaidra. Yeah, you used to have a wrench before the original purge, and what the hell? I've seen you plenty of times, and I know there might be some new people in chat, so you might want to sub and check out their channels. Let's see, 10 people back in, 58 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you. yeah, we're gonna be doing the live a while. So if you guys, a couple little dots on the top, just if you get a chance, share us out. Let's get a crowd in here, folks. Let's get 30, 40 people in. What the heck was that? Yeah, I know what jumped over there now. There's a muskrat over there. It's not a rat, it's a muskrat. It's only about this big. There are a lot of muskrats down here. I just saw the back end of him go when he got close enough to me, he went down. He or she. I can't tell the gender of a muskrat from a distance. Can't do that. I'm not that good of an outdoorsman. Yeah, you guys haven't checked out Kaidra's channel, and I can't remember if you have a channel or not, but if you do, check out, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If it was a rat used it for bait, yeah. Muskrats are actually, kind of, they're not actually rats. Well, I think they're, what are they? They're related to the gopher family, I think. Let's see, Randy Rhino says, hi, Kaidra. Just subbed, and Kaidra says, Jay Fishing subbed, and Kaidra says, yeah, I be crappie fishing. Yeah, I've seen a number of your stuff. I don't get in as much right now because it's the middle of spring, everything's waking up. But every chance I get in, I'm stuck indoors or something. I check out as many people as I can. Come into live feeds, all that stuff. Check out shorts, videos. Yeah, now the sky just turned totally blue that way. Heck, I might be taking my yeah, this off, my hoodie off here eventually. And here comes Mr. Log again. Come here, sucker. Come here. Get you out of here, you sucker. Yeah. Get out of here. Yeah, you ain't going on my lines again. Nah. That was twice. I ain't gonna let him do it third time. That's how you get driftwood out of your way. I got something accomplished. Yep, stupid log. I got it out of the way. Weighs about 50 pounds. I just kind of slid it up there on the rocks. Let's see, we had you already, Kaidra. And let's see, yep. Stupid. What is that? Yep, stupid log. Yeah, I got it out of the way, Danny. Assuming a barge doesn't come by and knock it back off again. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Almost fell in doing it too. Oh crap! It's a little bit better of a bank. I got mud to stand on in this one spot. Mud and sand. Ah crap! What is this? I'm getting snagged on out here. Lord. There it goes. One of the benefits of the little gold hook. And these things aren't that little. I mean, so what kind of force I had to put back on these. These are actually, what do you call them? Pretty tough guys. Yeah, we see clouds cleared up. Those storms went downriver. But that's not assuming there aren't more coming that way. I'm guessing there is. I wouldn't be lucky enough to be able to fish the rest of the day without more storms coming in. I ain't that freaking lucky. I hear a duck. Oh, don't move, folks. He's floating downriver again, a mallard duck. Can you see him out there? He should be passing the feed right about now. See him over there? Boy, he's floating downriver fast. He got a free ride down to the Gulf of Mexico if he stays down there. Bye-bye, duck. Poor old lonely mallard male. Poor old lonely bachelor. Hope he finds a girlfriend. Oh boy. Yeah, you could see where I had that snag too. It bent the lead in the tip. I had that split shot snagged, which means there's something not so good right there. Cast further back over to the right. The heck with it. You want to know something? I haven't fished far off the bottom in this spot yet. So let me just get this split shot off the bottom. About 1.5 feet. Get that weight. That bait floating around out there. That feels good. Didn't nick the line, did I? Always got to check when you're clamping weights. Nope, you're good. Maybe there's a little blue cat or something sitting out here. Assuming I can get her in the right friggin' spot. That's better. I just want it out there past this log. Even if I get it in there too close, it gets snagged. But if I get out there too far, it gets snagged too. So I just got one little spot here that... that one drum I got, he almost broke my line. I didn't have the drag quite set right, and she ran. And she was peeling that drag out there for a minute. Let's see. Run, Jack of all trades. Rude, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Rude says hunting. Yeah, I still want you as a wrench. Dadgummit. I'm always messing things up. I missed your comments on my shorts, so I removed your wrench. And I couldn't put your wrench back until you came on the live feed. Let's see. What do I miss? Purnell says Rude. Rude says Jay. MTZ. And Michael Davis, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? It's 6 people in, 60 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. yeah, I figured, you know, that they're not pushing my long short form live feeds anyways. What the heck? I'm gonna put my old friends back with their wrenches. Screw it. Oh, do a purge, right? Yo, it'll help your channel out. Didn't help with a diddly squat. In fact, they started pushing my shorts almost like way higher than normal, and yet at the same time they slowed down my my live feed pushes. It's like YouTube, when they update the crap, everything changes around. They're pushing long forms more right now. And the problem is that you don't get that many people coming in. I mean, it's okay for a guy that's got like 500 or 100,000, 25,000 subscribers. Then it doesn't really matter so, but I need that stuff. I'm a little freaking channel. I'm a little guy. I'm a little guy, like a little mouse. Little mouse. Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak. Oh, Lord, what am I doing there? I swear, the moment I think about putting my jacket back on, guess what? The sun comes out, and guess what? It gets warm again. Crazy, crazy weather right now. I got just enough in my pocket for a cup of coffee on the way home. I gotta start playing more video games again. Them things drive me nuts. You guys ever play those video games that, you know, you can make money on this if you play these video games? Yeah, you can do it, but it's gonna take you hours, and your eyes are gonna hurt. It can drive you crazy. Lord, what I do with my lighter. Never buy a green lighter when you go out fishing, because you know the grass and everything. It's gonna disappear on you. It's gonna disappear. See, Michael Davis says they're pushing long feed videos. Yeah, they're pushing long feeds more right now. Long feed live form, long feed lives, but it's not that much of a push. And I don't get that many views anyway, so a small channel, this is, I'm not like, you know, I got 20,000 subs where I'm going to get, you know, 50, 60 people in at once on my long form. I don't get that many views. I don't get that many people in. I mean, 15, 20, that's a decent amount for me. But they're pushing short forms too more. And they, if you guys didn't get the creators, you haven't seen that analytic thing where they're doing, they're counting views where people scroll across it on on their homepage too, rather than just you know, actually watching the video. So you got to kind of watch it. It can be misleading. You're still getting, you know, right in analytics, but it's kind of, you're like, oh, 2.2K? What did I, oh, I only got 400 views on that. That makes more sense. Let's see. Fishing with Rivers. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is going on? Let's see. Sup? I hope you catch him. We've caught one pretty big drum so far, one smaller drum. So we're catching some fish. Missed a couple real good ones. Let's see. Rivers says, sup, Jay? Oh, heck. I said. All right, there you go. Yeah, the bite's kind of slowed down here. It's like something big came in here and scared the heck out of him. An outdoor fam, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's going on? Crazy weather. I mean, 20 minutes ago it was pouring down rain, and now it's 70 degrees and sunny. Blue skies as far as I can see. You guys can see that's what just hit us. No thunder or lightning, mind you, luckily. Rude says FWR. Oh, outdoor family. Rude says outdoor family. He meant OD. Or OD. Typos. I got you. Yeah, that bank down there, that looks so nice, and yet there's no way to fish it. I technically could fish it, but there's no way I'm going to get a camera set up. I mean, imagine this bank down there, except that bank is up even more. There's no shoreline to fish at all. It's like chunk rock as far as the eye can see. And Rue with the flames and the little kitty cat feedy thingies. Meow meows. See, Outdoor Fam says, Rue, Jay Fishing, what's going on? Kind of makes me want to search for another spot because I think this one's died off, but at the same time, I don't see anywhere downriver where I can set up. Bite. Oh, I'm pecking on it. And it was something pecking on it. That's a little itty bitty peck bite. That line went ding, 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 ding a couple times, real gently. And I'm looking around, there ain't nothing drifting by it. This would be tricky to fish. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I could do it, it's just taking you guys along with me. And up this way is no better. I mean, this is just massive rapid current down here. Plus chunk rock, you get snagged as soon as it hits the water. With this one, I guarantee it's snagged. Yep. Snag, 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 snag. Come off. Crap on the worm, don't I? It's pretty good still. Needs to be kind of remolded a little bit. We still aren't quite done with the spot, I don't think. Well, I'm still getting a few little bites. Looks okay. Hang on, folks. I'll get back to the chat here in just a second. I had to refresh these rods. All right. Perfect. Perfect again. What have I missed in chat? Oh, what the heck's going on? This phone might have gotten overheated. She kicked off of YouTube. All right. Can't see this. Hunting. You see, Rude says Randy. Burnell says Frills. Did I miss? I missed oh, Maddie, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate that. What's going on? Thanks for that pop-up, Rude. I missed that. Hey, Randy Jones, what's going on? For coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? I'm off the feed again, aren't I? Oops. Let's see. Hunting says, I'm just asking so I know because I would watch. Says, I'm just asking. I missed part of that conversation. I apologize. I do long forms, but my long forms never get any views. I mean, like 100 views, if that. All I've got is one of those cheap little Brave 7 cameras, and I guess it's not up to YouTube standards for long forms. I enhance them as best I can. You know how long it takes to enhance a 20-minute video? 4 or 5 days. On a cell phone, unless you got a laptop. Laptops are off that. I got a laptop. You see this and the camera you're there. That's all the camera gear that I got besides that little body camera. G. Randy Jones says, hello, there's a hello, Randy Rhino. I had to think that one out. It's like RRO, row. Yeah, 3 people in, 67 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Voice broke there for a second, didn't it? There's another little spot over there that might be interesting. But them logs are going to make it tough to get anything out of. Past that, it gets like much steeper. Be very difficult to get the camera tripod set up down there. Something's hitting that one. Line's tightening and slacking. That line went slack real quick, then went tight to the tip. And obviously, this is getting overheated. And Randy says, LOL. Randy says, nice looking water. Yeah, the water, it's beautiful down here. It's just the water's up. We should be fishing like 10 feet that way. Yeah, the Mississippi down here by the arch is up to like 26 feet. Which means we got maybe 6 feet up that way before we're at flood stage. Yeah, this is the time when the water goes up like this, you got to watch the snakes because they get washed out of their homes. I know it's a little early in the spring for them, but they're going to come out rather than get drowned. Ah, I could kind of change my angle here and go right over there. Try right over there. I'm not sure how shallow it is over there, though. And I'm amazed at one rod out there. They seem to be in really shallow water out there deep still. The problem is you go out there deep, you're going to get snagged every dang cast. The only spot you can't get snagged is that one spot way down there, and it's up to the level where there's no bank. So we're kind of just popping around down here trying to find spots to catch fish. See, Rude says, Randy! And Randy says, Rude! It definitely went up in temperature out here. I suppose we could rig her down and always search around for a few more spots. It's not really that much work, to be honest. I've got most of my stuff put up from the rain already. And I do know how to strap you guys to the scooter now. We probably got about a 45–50% charge left. I don't know. I don't want to go any further down the river. Start working our way back up that way. I still got pretty good confidence. There's some bigger fish sitting here. If I can get them to come in, I just got to keep kind of manning the bait, and, getting this stuff out there. Getting that bait in the water, maybe I can draw in some bigger fish. This is a comfortable spot. It's a beautiful spot. I really don't want to abandon her. Not yet, at least. I mean, I finally found a spot over here that I could finally get a few casts without getting snagged. Kind of had to sacrifice a few of my better weights to find them, but we found a nice little spot over here we're holding. See, Randy says rude. Rude says Randy. I'm keeping up with the chat, folks. No worries. Yeah, where are these waves coming from? Oh, that's bite. Oh, man, he was just doubling it. God. Crap. I figured that's what he did. He got up there and grabbed onto this and just started pulling on it and ripped a couple worms off. Then again, if you don't have them hooked on there, they won't hit the suckers at all. They don't like that night crawler. I got worms in here. Just gotta kick through this dirt. Get warm out here. I know even red worms, when you get them right out of the ground, they're kind of sensitive to the heat. Yeah, that one gave 2 or 3 hard pulls. I thought I'd let him pull it down to the water to make sure he got it. And on that second pull downward, he let it go. All right, let's back out. Ready. Get it. Ready. Ouch, my foot's all went to sleep on me. Back out there. That was a good bite. I thought I saw it move when that current started to, I don't know where the waves or something came in from somewhere here. But I saw it there and I picked it up and he tried to pull it really hard. I missed him. Sometimes you're too anxious to set the hook and sometimes you wait just a little bit too long. Let's see, who do we have in chat right now? Burrito, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Try to hop back on once. Got home leaving work, and it's about a 15-minute drive till I get home. Let's see. Burrito says, thank you, Randy. Rhino Outdoors. Going to try and go live, and after get back. And Randy says, nice. Pernell says, Randy, brother. Set people in, 63 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. It's actually getting rather hot out here. Starting to sweat. Might have to take the old hoodie off here. Sucker go. Yeah, the best camera angle here is unfortunately where I've got a very steep spot to set. Like, set back a little bit, I'm good. Yeah, if the sound goes off, let me know. We're probably getting to the end of the mic feed. Let's see, Randy says, nice. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm just on the feed here. This is a little bit steeper right here. It's hard to set. And that was me. Rock. What the heck is that? Walking around up there. Make sure they don't try to grab my scooter. Does Mike, it seems to me that there is an undertow in front of you. Yeah, there's an undertow in a lot of places down here, Pernell. Get a lot of back currents and crap around here. I'm trying to fish around the edges of the shoreline where it's not really that bad, but this is definitely not a place you want to go swimming. Right now, the water's just up so high that everything's just. This is not even where we're fishing is not even where we're used to be standing. That's where we would pass to get down to the spot where we'd be fishing. So this river is maybe 25, 26 feet up from where we usually fish it. And that entire shoreline's like this. It's just gigantic chunk rock and boulders on cliffs down to the right of me. And to the left of me, it's all like the same thing, chunk rocks, boulders. This is just stuff the Corps of Engineers throw here to keep from, the water eroding in this particular time. I mean, when the water's up this high, it'll wash a lot of the bank off. That's why they put the rocks here. It's fine for them, but it's hell to fish through. There's someone working up there. I had to watch my scooter because I don't know if someone's gonna be. I mean, it's right up at the top of the hill, and I'm like 6 feet from it, but. That was quite literally a lady just to the right of me come down here, took a bottle, picked it up and threw it and busted it down on the rocks down by me. How much of a charge do we have left? See how much of a charge we have left down here. Gotta get my backpack out to see this. I can't see the sucker still. Yeah, we have 40% charge left. I'm thinking we might want to move somewhere else. We're still getting a few bites here, but I think it'd be more worth our while to move back somewhere closer. Heck, I might move back to just our original spot down there. Way down there. See if we can kind of nudge our way in. Yeah, what the heck. I say let's do it. I say let's do it. Fishing's kind of slowed down here. Fishing's kind of slowed down here. Won't take us a couple minutes to get everything fixed up here for travel. Shut this off right now. Folks, I'm pretty dang sure. All right, we're strapped in. That bee was, yep, she was dead. All right, we're gonna move upriver quite a bit here. We still got about a 40% charge on our battery. All right, scooter's on. I don't know why that button keeps pressing on that thing. Cell phone today. It's like 4 or 5 times it's done that. Yeah, we're gonna be a little bumpy until we get back to the road. Hi. And it's gonna be doing that all freaking day. And she's gonna be doing that all freaking day. You have some massive potholes down here, folks. Yeah, we're finally back to the out of this gravel, so hopefully that won't happen anymore. I keep tightening this sucker and it keeps getting more and more loose. It's bouncing around quite a bit. I apologize. Might be able to get this sucker very fast. What is this stuff? What is this stuff? Oh crap, what the heck? I was trying to report my own video, what? I don't know what that was. Alright. I'm so sorry we're getting bounced off like that so much. Oh. Yeah, this is not working. I don't know why that's not working today. I have no idea why it's not working today. That's mounted in there the same way I did it before, except it's not holding on there today. It's fine when I get down here on the concrete. We're gonna roll or heck with it. Until I get down here off this, off these rocks and stuff. Might need to figure out a way to. Yeah, I know it's loud right here. Yeah, this is the granary here. Yeah, we're obviously gonna have to rethink this tripod on the thing here because that just doesn't seem to be able enough to hold her on the gravel and crap. We're almost there. I'm so sorry, folks. You guys are gonna be laughing your butts off for so long. Yeah, that one landed. It landed in a puddle. Yeah, that time you guys landed in a puddle. We are out of the bag. Yeah, this is gonna be one messed up. Yeah, this is gonna be one messed up feed here. Got that one. That's clamped on there. I could barely move it. get off on the tripod better. Bounce out on me. And stays in place because it likes to slide down. That's what my biggest problem was. The cell phone slides down and punches the off button. Holds it down. That was my biggest problem. The tripod on the cell phone only fell out twice. Lining up to ride down here. It's just like, evidently trips like this I'm gonna have to manage. Coming down to fishing guys. I'm sorry about that. About 20 minutes down the river here. We're just gonna get the tripod out here, set up, fish for a little bit until the battery runs dead. Get a little bit more fishing time in with you folks. Feet off. And I didn't want to feed off. I really didn't. Get this right on the edge here to where I can see it if someone walks up and tries to grab it. Don't want that to happen. Alright. Get back down to the water. Back down to the water. Yeah, this is our old spot down here. It's just so high there's nothing to fish. It's just all surf water and this is gonna be tricky to fish. We're just gonna set her up. What the hell? Get back out here. Get back to the chat. Get back to the fishing. Yeah, that was not a pretty journey, I know. I am so sorry about that. I'll have to figure something out better here. Yeah, we made it at last. Trust me, that was a lot more work for me than it was for you. All you had to do was just sit there and wait. Oh boy. I appreciate it. I have to get the other cell phone out of here, man. Yeah, the laughter that's insinuated. The phone has been being bounced around all the keep it comes back. Alright, if you guys are still tuning in and you haven't gone to ER from a concussion, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to be able to do that and do that down here on the river. Alright, we're back on hot spot. That would have taken us a good 35, 40 minutes without riding, at least part of the way. Scooter. Yeah, we got about 20% charge left. Let's see. Real, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. For now, Mike, it seems to me that, yeah, that's all the way back there. Yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to get out of there. Those guys were too close to my my rods and stuff. Yeah, we probably lost all our audience. we had a heck of a time, you know, with that scooter bouncing it around down there, unfortunately. She fell off the scooter a number of times. And I didn't trust them with them up there. They could have grabbed that in 10 seconds. And there's 3 of them. Right here, I can see my scooter. And usually no one bothers me down here. Still wrapped. Wrapped. I'll bring that scooter back down here in a minute. I want to get it within about 8 or 10 feet of me. Yeah, that's one horrible ride there. I apologize for that, folks. We're back down here finally fishing. Got about 20% charge left. Hopefully that's enough to get some more fishing in. Maybe a couple more catches in. Couple worms on this. I'll set the rod up. Look at that scooter up there, and I'll check the chat out. Yeah, they were just way too close. That's like within 4 feet of it scrapping. That was too close. Alright, finally got a rod back. Wouldn't be something this girl fishing. Go get my scooter. I'm coming, hang on. Yeah, that's mine right here. Alright, I think we're set for a while. Let's let me check what the battery charge is. Yeah, we're at 17%. We're at 17%, folks. Could be worse. Yeah, I dropped you guys in the dirt a couple times, so I got to make sure there's nothing icky on that. On that screen. Still probably isn't one. So I can do about that. It wouldn't be funny. I walk all the way down there and the fish is sitting right here by me. Right where I usually fish. And Teresa, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? And Half Century, what is going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. And TikTok forever. What is going on? Thanks for coming in. Take it in, thank you. Yeah, we just did a heck of a ride from that last spot down there. We got one big drum and one smaller drum. And it kind of conked out, and we spent another 15 minutes, bouncing around the camera, getting it dropped off the scooter about 20, 30 times. And STO Greg, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What is going on? Big Greg says Teresa. And let's see, Fat Cat's in the house. What's going on? It's coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you, Fat Cat. What's going on? Yeah, that spot kind of conked out, so we had to move. Plus, there were some people that moved up there. They were scrapping copper, and they were then like this far from my scooter. And I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. The Fat Cat says, Greg. Yeah, the feed's been off and on about 15 times in the last 20 minutes. Because every time it would get knocked off the tripod on the way down here, it would kick off on me. Yeah, that was real fun. I decided just to come back down here to my usual spot and fish. That way I got kind of run off down there. We've had rain today. We've had cold weather this morning, and now she's switched to some hot, sunny, clear skies. The wind's starting to pick up. Got one big 7 or 8 pound drum. Got another one about 2 pounds. Yeah, I had this one rigged up too, but I think I lost it somewhere. Yeah, I did. I lost it. I'll heck that out. Get another hook out of here. Yeah, we're down low on charge. We're down to about 20% now. Really low. You guys know where that water pours in down here? That concrete pillar? That thing is underwater. That's how high the water is right now. Fortunately, we've been off and on feed all day. With the rain that's that maybe a quarter of an inch of rain. I dried off. That rod. I'll send the chat in just a minute. of the barrel, picking out whatever hooks I've got left. That barge is going to get close enough. Like that all day. Bait on her. Yeah, they kick off the gas after. SEO Greg says, for now. Fat Cat says, FTL. Fat Cat says, Purnell says, Fat Cat brother. Now we're down to about 10%, 10 or 15% charge. I don't know, folks. I think real bad thunderstorms coming. I'd like to show you guys this. We've already been through one pretty bad rainstorm. And this stuff, yeah, this stuff doesn't look like anything you want to make. Yeah, that stuff doesn't look like much you want to mess with. Danny, what's going on? Thanks for coming back in. Yeah, I'm looking at this stuff. Yeah, this stuff don't look like something you want to mess with. And that's coming right towards us. Yeah, we've definitely been over 3.5 hours. I'm not sure if I want to mess with that. I think I'm going to get my butt out of here. That purple does not look good. All that work, and turns out we're going to get rained on here, so I better get out of here, folks. 121 likes. Awesome. Well, I sure would like to keep her going. I really would. But you can feel that water, that air temperature just plummeted again. It went from like 70 degrees. Now it's down to like 50. Yeah, I do not want to risk this, folks. I really don't. What do you think? Yeah, that stuff looks pretty bad over there. I think the bites kind of died off today anyways. And you guys notice I'd ride you back to the house. Yeah, I better get out of here. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm gonna just add my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight, and I'll see you on the next one, my friends. Thank you, and see you. Thank you.